Okay, for this one, I'll turn this on. And you can kind of see, well, I haven't got the whole string, but you can kind of see them light up a little bit in there. So these are like little lanterns, and when you look up how to make them online, the directions will say water bomb. I've never used them as a water bomb. I've always done them like this on a string of lights. So I'm going to show you how to make those. So you need a piece of origami paper, and you'll start out holding on the diagonal. And these directions that I'm doing, if you follow this, it'll give you the design on the outside. Maybe you don't have paper that has a design. I don't know. So flip that over and then do this fold. And then you take and you bend it so that these sides go in, and it makes like a triangle. Can you kind of see? Okay. Then you fold this up. You try to line it up as best you can and give it a good crease. Then turn it over. Do the same thing on the other side. Origami is really good for symmetry because, you know, you're trying to do the same thing over and over on each side. So then, you know how you have these, this right here, you're going to fold that in to the middle. And then you turn it over and you do the same thing on this other side. And then, like, you have these little sort of flaps up here. This one doesn't have them, but this side does. You fold those down, give them a good crease. And then fold them one more time. It almost looks like the collar on a shirt, I think. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. So then you're going to take those little flaps, and if you look right in here, there's like a little pocket. And you're going to tuck that into that pocket. And usually I kind of unfold it a little so I can get to that pocket a little bit better. Is that kind of, I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if you can even see. I almost unfold it and then wrap that piece around. My son, he just takes these and tucks them straight into that pocket. I haven't figured out how to do that. So If you can just get them to tuck into that pocket, that's fine too. But I have an easier time if I can just fold it and then fold it again. I feel like I can get it in there a little tighter. Okay, so you do that on both sides, and then I take this point and I fold it this way and put a nice crease in it, and then I turn it over and I put a nice crease in it again and unfold it. And then I do the same thing down here, but it's a little bit harder because it's more layers of paper. Unfold it, turn it over, do it again. And then I kind of like to open it up and fold it back this way. So if you look, it's like that. And this side, there's no hole, but if you turn it over, where all your folds kind of go together, there's like a little hole. And you're going to blow air into that. Let's see. You blow air into it, and it pops out, because the little hole was right there, and then I blew it up and it came out. So then I try to crease my folds real good, you know, gently, so that I'm not crushing the little box. And then I used to do this with like some of those Christmas lights, but those are getting harder and harder to find. So these are like the little fairy lights, and they're almost like a drip of, I think, plastic or resin that you can see through, and then it's got a little light on there. So there's not much for the box to attach to, so I take the wire and I make like a little loop where the light is. Does that kind of make sense? Maybe I've got a piece of paper I can put behind it so you can see a little bit better. So I make a little loop around where the light is, and then I bend the wires a bit so that they're gonna go straight for the next, you know, the length in between each box. And then to put the box on this little light, I just find where the little hole is in my box, and I just push my light in there, and then I take a piece of tape and tape it in place. But the little Christmas lights, you didn't have to bend anything. These would just go right on there, and then you could tape them in place. But you have to kind of create that little space to attach them to. I think these would show up better if the light was off, like my office light. Then you couldn't see me folding. You kind of see it in this one. This one looks really good. So that is how you make the little lanterns. Thank you.